Supposed to make the Garden of Eden right outside someone's front of their house or in the back of their house. They want to come home to the Garden of Eden, don't we all? I mean, isn't that the supreme? Trying to split my tree, John? Jeez. No. All right.
The integrity of that bank, how thick is that mud on that bank?
Okay, this is just a stabilizer. As you watch this video, only from here back over, there was stabilizer on this, then there was 4 inches of the shotcrete. Remember when we were blowing the mud on with the pump? Okay, with the steel in it? This has been treated, and what I wanted to do for this class, which I didn't, I like to segment or stage the installation. My ultimate goal, which is 2 classes from now, that this will be finished and stained up to about here. This will be finished, ready for stain, probably up to here. This will be panels that are cut, that are mudded, that need to be ground, and then the rest are panels, there's the blank wall. So I try and get, right.
No metal.
No, it'll be a metal and it'll be ready for panels, in other words. So I'll have the stages. That's what I try and implement. See, I haven't done a class in, well, a year and a half. My wife doesn't want me doing classes anymore. I frankly can't afford to do classes. I make more money doing the distribution of my products and administrative than I do teaching. My passion is to teach. But I got to stage this out because I've got a couple of distributor training classes. I've got a couple more of the SRS class, and I got the one more JPJ class. So I'm trying to get a little bit more down the road. So, any questions? Everybody understand how to make rock? I think this gave you more than what we gave you as far as the cliff rock, of course. I think we illustrated well at the warehouse the, what do you call that, the stone. Does this bring forth, the little waterfall, does this give you a little more idea? You saw some of this being put together. In fact, I can get you that footage up to this point quickly because it's on the hard drive already. All I got to do is burn it to disk and send it to you. I'll probably just do that. That way you'll get instant look at where we're at here. But everybody understand how we did this? How many pieces is this? Anybody know? Just this from here up. How many pieces?
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces. You see me and Jake here in a couple hours. This is done. It's done. And hold on. This was done the next day. So I did this the next day. We did this in a couple hours. Literally. A couple hours. You'll see it in the DVD. It's actual real time.
So you didn't put any drain tile or anything underneath all this?
No, I told you, if you look back here, when this gets made, this I'm going to monolithically add to. I'm going to bring it up to about here. I'm going to take and dress out that landscape. It's going to be a landscape. I'm converting this from a driveway look. Who wants to look out their front and see a driveway? So it's going to be a landscape area from here. Well, that box right there is usually the driveway, starts from there out. So this all becomes landscape. I'm going to elevate it up to here, dress out with dirt in the planter, and make that water shed away from. So I'm going to control the water by doing that. In simple terms, I've always believed in landscape or grading to forget drain pipes, go into the overland method, grade yeah. That's my thinking there. I don't think I'll have any problems with the water intrusion, or it's not even intrusion, going filtering through. You know what? Take that. Let's take this. Let's put our concrete mesh on it. Let's build it out to 4 inches. Now, just tack with a couple of Mauis and some fender washers that Delta Dry. And let's put our panels and build right onto that. You know what's going to happen? You're going to have a weep. Remember that Delta Dry is designed to let water shed, drip, escape, and it's a big field. You take the surface area, it may not seem very wide, but you take that surface area, you got a drain pipe this big, guys. That's huge. Why can't we do that here? The Delta Dry works by leaving an open. You know, for drainage you don't have to have this, but there's the twofold action. We talked about drainage, we talked about evaporation. Now, this isn't going to rot because water sits on it, right? And that is a vapor barrier. If I'm the rock, my new rock like this, and I've got that behind me, it ain't coming through this rock. it can just sit back there for all I care. It ain't doing nothing. Well, hold on. If you get, do you know what hydrostatic pressure is? Is it possible to have hydrostatic pressure on a bank? Anybody know? It dang sure is. So you want that freedom to drain. Now, we're going to have that by just having the delta dry there. So we don't really need the evaporation. Remember I was going to tell you the J channel they have up on top leaves a space with the delta dry to where you have a vent on top. And remember what I said about coming down the wall, coming out, leave it long. Put your stone up there, then cut it back when you're done. Now you've got ventilation as well as just a corridor for drip. See how that works? It's twofold. Get on the deltadry.com website and read through their many different PDF files and understand what it is they're doing. And I think it's a revolutionary product. Well, didn't we used to do that with furring strips and vinyl or siding? Strip, strip, strip. What's that doing? It's just keeping it away from the wall, keeping a channel. Vent top, vent bottom. That's all it is. This, I think, has just simplified the installation. I did find out, Josh, it was $75 a roll. No, what was it? 64 for 75 square feet. No, the other way. 64 square foot, $75.
64 square foot?
No, 64 square foot in a roll for $75. One roll was 64 square foot.
Is it linear square feet is how they do it, or is it square foot?
That's just to roll the roll out. Now you're going to lose some of that because you got to overlap.
What is it? No, 5?
That's expensive.
No,
It's not what you think. It's
Almost 4 foot tall.
4 times 75.
Oh, I get you.
divided by 300 feet.
So it's not too expensive, right? No.
Oh, I got you now.
Divided by
I just now caught that. I caught that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's way cheaper than Home Depot.
Well, I'll tell you what. Skylar's house is the next thing to go to, unless we have questions. I want to mix out some of that mud. You know, we can mix it at the warehouse tomorrow, because I want to get these guys off by 5 today. We were a little bit over late. Yeah, it's 4 right now. I got what do you call a desire not to go back in. I've been staying up to about 11:30, and I've gotten up about 4:30 every day. I'm about drained today. So what you can do, Skylar, is just take them back with the train, and keep your eye on the caboose, and show them your waterfall.
Oh, okay. You're staying?
Yeah. Just give them the... You know what? I would really like the opportunity to be there, though, and I would like to get that on film. I guess we can just drive back out here. I can... Huh? I do want it on film, and I want to be there when you guys... I want to get...
When you turn it off, it drains out, so you don't have standing water, and then when you turn it on, like into a separate tank.
Oh, of course. Anything is possible. The more complex, though, you make it, the more it costs, and the more it costs to maintain it.
Drain it out and fill it up every
Well,
time.
what I'm thinking is something that drains, when you turn it off, it drains out of your basin
Into a compartment.
Into a compartment where it's not standing.
No, he wants...
Pumps it back in automatically when you turn the pump
Your
back
reservoir
on.
would be over there.
Right, you put a reservoir where it's not open to the air.
In other words, you could put a dry tank out somewhere,
Right.
and then it would just... It's not that you have a pond here at all.
Right.
It's a dry... It's just like a bathtub, and your drain is where the water goes
Turn it
in.
on, then it would fill up. You'd have to regulate it somehow so it fills up to a certain point. And there's nothing like that comes in a kind of design.
Not pre-made. You can make it.
Yeah. Okay. Because it'd be nice to have it, but I don't want standing water sitting in an enclosed that type of room.
Moisture built up just from that being in space.
Yeah.
But buried. So if it drained out and went somewhere, and then when you turn it on,
The only thing you could do...
How are you planning on turning it on?
That's what he wants it to, Bill.
No, but he wants the sound.
No, he wants to fill it up.
I'd want it when you turn it on, it would actually fill into there. Basically, you cut off your exterior tank, take all the water from your exterior tank, fill your pond, and then when you turn it off, a valve would open and it drain back out.
That...
You could do it.
Well, then you'd have to have a separate pump.
No, the pump would sit in the reservoir.
This is the reservoir.
Well, yeah, you'd have to know another pump to get it.
To get it here and then circulate it here. This pump puts it to here. The drain plug lets it go back, because you fill it up, you turn it off.
I think you can do it with valves, to where when you turn it on, a certain
Solenoid valve.
opens
Yeah.
You know, so it's
Yeah.
all tied
How are you going
together.
to switch this on and
Because
on?
the goal is you don't go in there and off.
How am I going to what?
Switch the waterfall on and on.
Oh, it's got to switch to this outlet. How am I getting water in here?
not gonna be doing that much.
With today's technology, there should be no way to have to wait 6
No, no, no. I'm looking in the landscape here. I'm filling up here. What? Yeah.